Hi, welcome to this Business Coach Kit training session. Social media is an important part of your marketing mix and will usually be an important part of your client's marketing mix as well. So at the end of this coaching session, you'll have learned the overall approach to using social media marketing for systemization coaching. What we're not going to cover is any detail of how to set up accounts. These are always changing. New social media channels are always being created, so it will pretty soon go out of date. They're all very easy to set up, so once you've done this training, you should get on and set some up for yourself. So the purpose of social media is to generate leads. It is not to have a conversation, to build engagement, or to tell people about what you had for breakfast. It's to generate leads. Our approach to social media: automate as much as possible, or get someone else to do it. If you're lucky enough to have an administrator, they can do it for you. It's fairly straightforward, or you can pay a marketing specialist. Reuse as much content as possible. It's demoralizing and time consuming to have to create completely new content day in, day out. Most people won't see what you post the first time or even the first 20 times, so you can reuse it. Have a call to action on almost all posts. So link to a squeeze page on your website so your prospect downloads something, or link to your current seminar registration page. Occasionally you need to leaven the mix with something personal, something that catches your eye, something ad hoc. So it's not the endless repeat of the same posts, so those often won't have a call to action on them. Use consistent branding across your social media presence. See the separate training session on setting up your branding. Limit the number of accounts you have to manage at any one time. Each of these will add to the workload. So choose a few accounts that you're going to use, social media accounts you're going to use, and stick with those. Finally, of course, as with all marketing, we measure the results. So automate as much as possible. This is a screenshot from HootSuite. Other automation scheduling packages exist, but HootSuite's a pretty popular one and very functional. So here you can see a little snapshot of the Twitter feed. You set this up for all of your feeds, so LinkedIn, Twitter, Google, Facebook, so on and so forth. And you can see on the right, you can just see the things that have already been posted. And on the left, you can see the things that have been scheduled. So they're coming up to be posted. Within the Business Coach Kit, if you bought the right module, you will get a series of files of ready-made posts for you to use through a scheduler like HootSuite. They need to be adjusted for your own links, obviously, but the content, the wording is already there and proven to work. So reuse content. Here's an example. Here's a blog post on the website, and this is actually done through HootSuite. So through HootSuite, that same blog post has gone to LinkedIn, to Twitter, and to Facebook. So write once, automate, use many times. It's most unlikely that any prospect is going to see the same post on all these three separate platforms. You've probably got different people on in LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Certainly you'll be linked to different people. Have a call to action on every post. Here's that HootSuite screen again, and you can see on both of these two scheduled posts there's a call to action. The first one is to an event, and the second one is to a download tool, a charge out rate download tool. You know, you're not in the business of posting random posts just to say hello, just to make people laugh. You're in it to generate leads. That's why you should have a call to action on everything you post, pretty much everything you post. Use consistent branding. So again, I mentioned the training session on setting up your branding, but here's an example. So this is our LinkedIn page. our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and our Twitter page. So our branding specialist created the files specifically sized and formatted for each of these platforms. You want your prospects or suspects to see the same thing whenever they engage with you. Limit the number of social accounts. Now this is, as I speak, it's June 2017. Clearly these things come and go. There are hundreds of other social accounts that you could be using today, and there will be hundreds and probably thousands in the future. These are the ones that are probably the most effective and the most widely used right now, and they're more or less in order. So if you were wondering which to set up first, I'd do them in this order: LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Google+. But it is a matter of taste, and it's a matter of what works for you. Measure the results. We always measure the results of marketing, and we show our clients how to measure the results of marketing. So here's a Google Analytics rather screenshot showing traffic from social sites. Here's a snapshot into a CRM showing some actually made up contacts with their lead source, Twitter for all of them in this case. And I refer you to the training session on setting up your CRM, but in there you should have a lead source, and the lead source values should match the marketing you're doing. So you should have these social media lead sources set up there. So when a new contact hits your CRM, you assign it to the relevant, or the CRM will assign it to the relevant source. Finally, here we've got an extract of a KPI sheet. And it's looking at the value in opportunity terms of, well, you see social here is called online marketing. That's generated 8 opportunities. So we can kind of fairly easily work out, well, what's the return on investment over a year if we spend all this time and effort posting stuff on social media. So, summary. It's about leads. It's the only reason you're doing it. Automate as much as possible. Reuse the copy over and over as much as possible. Have a call to action on almost all posts. You're not posting for the sake of it. You want them to click through and do something. Use consistent branding across your social media presence. Limit the number of accounts you've got to deal with at any one time. And finally, measure the results. That's it.